Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have been doing well. It's Limbo here, back with another Call of Duty video, and today I'm going to be talking about Call of Duty and if it should go back to being a console-only game, and I'm also going to be going over why people are even talking about this kind of subject and why people are wanting Call of Duty to be a console-only game again. And if you guys did not know, back then for Call of Duty, the PC ports would be dog shit, especially like, you know, during Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, even during the really bad age between Ghost to Advanced Warfare, the PC ports were super bad, right? They're unsafe to play, unplayable, didn't really work that well. Nobody was really online, and majority of the player base throughout the entire world was mainly console. But obviously with Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1 and the big explosion of just Twitch streaming, YouTube content creation on PC, and gaming in general on PC, Call of Duty has really prioritized PC gaming more than anything. And I think a lot of people are bringing up this conversation now because of the last year or so with how bad cheating and hacking has gotten within Call of Duty during Black Ops 6 and Warzone. We've always seen cheaters in World Series of Warzone. We've seen hackers ruin pub matches and rank play matches. And it's been an entire zombie fest of cheaters and hackers just ruining Call of Duty. And a lot of console players at the beginning of rank play during Season 1, right? They couldn't really enjoy rank play because Call of Duty forced crossplay. And a lot of people, you know, off of that experience and just seeing how bad cheating and hacking has gotten, and the fact that the Ricochet anti-cheat can't really keep up no matter how many times they update it, a lot of people are wondering and asking and begging basically for Call of Duty to just go back to a console-only game. And I'm going to be talking about that in, you know, my opinion on it in today's video. But before I do, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys drop a like and hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and if you guys were to drop a like and comment, it would mean the world to me. It'd push this video out to the algorithm and make more people watch this video, see this video, and even potentially comment about it. So yeah, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Call of Duty on console. Should it be a console-only game? Should it be a competitive console-only game? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. But to start off, I think Call of Duty will never be able to go back to a console game. With how the gaming industry is, and you know, nowadays, with literally every single genre and literally every single gaming studio focusing on PC first, then console, I really feel like it's going to be hard to make a industry switch with just Call of Duty. You know, no matter how popular and, you know, how many times Call of Duty dies and comes back, right? Call of Duty is not big enough to make an industry switch. It's not like GTA and Rockstar games where, like, they can name whatever price they want and people will buy it. No. I think a lot of people need to realize that, like, Call of Duty, this entire past 5 to 6 years since Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1, has been following what other games are doing, and the only thing that they're really leading in is microtransactions, right? So I really think it would take a lot for Call of Duty to stop making PC ports that are actually viable, that are actually better than console, because we all know back then during like Black Ops 1 all the way to Ghost to Advanced Warfare, the PC ports were horrible. Some of the ports for PC were literally just based off of like the Wii and all that stuff. It was horrible. It would never work. It was dog shit. You literally couldn't find any matches, and it was not really that fun, right? And majority of the PC ports for Call of Duty back then were just used for modding, right? But I see where people are coming from when they say that they want Call of Duty to be a console-only game, right? You know, the cheating and hacking is getting really bad. It doesn't really seem like, you know, the Team Ricochet could stick with the cheaters and hackers and keeping up with banning them and all that stuff, right? And the only real solution that Call of Duty has, which it shouldn't be a solution, the anti-cheat should, you know, the anti-cheat should be the solution. The only solution that Call of Duty has is DMCAing and cease and desisting these cheat providers and hack sellers and all that stuff. But the thing is, even though they cease and desist them, majority of these cheaters and hackers that, you know, do cheat, that do promote it, that do sell it, that do make it, they just go under a new alias and start, you know, selling the cheats and hacks again. So Call of Duty, even with them shutting down cheat providers and, you know, cease and desisting them, most of them just run off and really don't care, because Call of Duty never really takes legal action and goes into a lawsuit against them unless they got really good evidence against them. And we all know that Call of Duty and Activision don't really like to spend money on, you know, really good things. Like we've seen how they are with, you know, just taking money and selling out their fan base with all the collabs they've done for Black Ops 6. So there's really no solution for the cheating problem right now for Call of Duty. And I see where people are coming from, but I think it's really hard. It would be really hard if Call of Duty were to just be a console-only game. They would lose a ton of players, right? Especially for the FPS genre and the online genre as well. And I think with how many people focus on PC gaming, the fact that so many people are on PC, it would be very stupid, you know, as a business to just give up on PC, right? Just because there's cheaters. There's still people playing the game. There's still people buying bundles and all that stuff. And, you know, we can't really do much of it for people that just don't like the game anymore, right? But I think I want to really focus on in today's video, the main thing I want to focus on is the fact that I truly believe that Call of Duty competitive play, right? Like competitive gaming, LAN events, right? Wagers, all that stuff, Warzone competitive. I believe the competitive aspect of Call of Duty, from the CDL to the minor league with challengers on stuff, and even like Warzone, right? And all that stuff. I really feel like all those games, right, that have a competitive aspect, that have something on the line, either SR or money, right, or a prize pool, I feel like the competitive side of Call of Duty should only be played on console, right? We saw a couple years ago with World Series of Warzone, I'm pretty sure it was Biffle, who was a part of Falcons at that time. He was playing on a worse PC than everybody else and somehow still won. And that's the issue that comes with being, having everyone on PC, right, for a LAN event or for a big tournament. One mess up on the settings or something not being right within the parts can ruin somebody's game entirely. When you actually use consoles only for a majority of these LAN events, everything goes smoothly. There's no chance of people cheating or hacking at the LAN events, right? We saw that with the CSGO person from Optic like 8 years ago, where he got caught for cheating and downloading cheats at a LAN event because he was on PC. Shit like that could happen, right? It still hasn't happened for Call of Duty where, somebody's cheating at a LAN event, but still, the fact that that's a possibility is crazy. And I don't want somebody sitting at home that could have been in the tournament realize that, like, yo, if this guy was caught earlier and not being a wasted spot, I could have been in there, right? All in all, I think competitive play for Call of Duty should be on console only. It would really get rid of the accusations that some pros or really good players have. It would really silence a lot of people when it comes to people not being able to perform on LAN and be a pro player. I just feel like console only competitive games would be amazing for Call of Duty, because there's literally the only thing that could be the biggest difference is how you play and what controller you use. And like if you have a custom controller, if you run a regular controller, stuff like that. But I don't think, making Call of Duty competitive from the CDL to the challengers to Warzone, World Series of Warzone, all that stuff, I don't think it would be a bad decision to make it just, console only. All in all, I think if Call of Duty competitive was just console only, we'd see more skill, more teamwork, etc., etc. It would make people better, because obviously they're not on the best specs, they're not playing at home, they're all playing on the same setup, and we'll truly see who is good. And there is going to be no, advantages over other people and all that stuff with like FPS, sound EQ, potential cheats and hacks, all that stuff, man. But yeah, overall, I don't see Call of Duty being a console only game at all in the future. I think it's too late and it's too far gone for it to be a console only game. It's going to be a PC and console game now, and I think competitive wise, it should be console only. Okay, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Once again, sorry for these next couple videos being short. I got school and my job starting up, so yeah. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of my opinion, what your opinion is, and yeah, been your boy Limbo. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.